So, you want to make a deadly competition film? Well, you came to the right place. People seem to have a strange fascination with watching groups of people, sometimes children, murder each other on the big screen. So pay attention as I teach you how to exploit this subgenre and rake in the big bucks. First off, you need your characters. They should all have strange names.
Primrose, Frankenstein,
Glimmer, Cleopatra,
Katniss,
Marvel,
Ken Castle.
Peter.
I mean, come on. No one really wants to see a guy named Mike get brutally murdered. There are 3 types of people that need to be in your film. Number 1, the ringleader. This is the person that controls the entire competition. They call the shots. Although you might be able to get by with casting this character as a woman or a Japanese guy, you will have much better luck going with a white male. Number 2, the psycho. While most of the characters are scrambling and killing to stay alive, this guy murders for fun. He is one twisted motherfucker that you do not want to mess with.
I just killed someone. This is the blood.
Number 3, the helpless one. This is the character you just can't help but feel bad for. He or she might have a weapon, but they definitely don't know how to use it. They are essentially powerless and can do nothing to prevent their certain doom. Once you have your characters, you have to place them in the games. But what are the games, you may ask? Basically, they can be any location where people can be forced to kill each other, such as a racetrack, a jungle, a roller rink, or a blown out city. You can give the games a set of rules, but the ringleader should always change them at the last moment, dramatically affecting the end of your film.
So why should this one be any different? Who controls him?
No one.
May I present the winners of the 74th Annual Hunger Games.
You're going to need an explanation for why the games are happening, and the answer to that question should always be the government. Whether it's to stop a rebellion, cut down on inmates or the prisons, or discipline teenagers, the game should always be government approved.
Well, I'd remind your audience that Slayers was put together with the full cooperation and approval of the United States federal government.
And so it was decreed, one young man and woman, to fight to the death.
Once more, I give you what you want.
This information can be relied through text at the beginning of your film,
The U.S. prison system reaches a breaking point.
or on a television spot.
Slayers.
Slayers who let us die through others.
Welcome to Death Race.
If you want to get fancy, you can even include both.
I think it's our tradition. It comes out of a particularly painful part of our history.
Yes.
Speaking of television, these games should be covered by all media outlets and cheered on by massive crowds of fans. It doesn't matter that normal people would not be okay with watching people die for fun. Your fictional fans are crazed lunatics that just love to watch bloodshed. Once you're in the production of your film, pay special attention to the camera work. A little over 10 years ago, it was alright to shoot your movie on a tripod and have beautiful dolly shots. You were allowed to film an image and not manipulate the color to death. But honestly, why the f*** would you want to do that? Literally, the only way to engross audience members in an intense scene is to include massive camera shake. I'm not talking about Cloverfield shakiness, that shit's for p***s. I'm talking about Parkinson's meets epilepsy shakiness. I want you to hurl after the first 15 seconds of viewing it. It'll really add dread to the picture. And finally, what would a deadly competition film be without death? Make sure you include an immensely, enormously colossal amount of death. Lots and lots of death. And that's it! Follow these simple instructions and you'll be on your way to making your very own deadly competition film.